Suspended Tshwane Metro Police Department Deputy Chief Umashi Dlamini has sidestepped a series of questions concerning links to the taxi industry. Testifying before the Madlanga Commission, Dlamini confirmed that his brothers are involved in the taxi business, but maintains that he is not associated with their operations and does not benefit financially from the family enterprise. Dlamini also testified that suspended Gauteng Organised Crime Unit's Sergeant Faninkosi had previously washed vehicles belonging to his family before joining the SAPS. Now, for more on this, we are now joined by a crime expert and private investigator, Mr. Michael Bolhuis. He joins us now via our video link. Mr. Bolhuis, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. I mean, let's start off here. What would you say stood out for you when it comes to Umashi Dlamini's testimony today?
Well, you know, every time we do these interviews, I start by saying, what more? And is it ever going to stop? It seems that it's not going to be the situation. You speak to one, right from the beginning we've seen that. Then you have to speak to those that are mentioned. And then information come in. And I must really once again compliment the hearings and the commission. They are doing brilliant work. And especially with the fact that there's already been arrests, people in jail, physically in jail. That's quite unheard of a commissioner still sitting in jail, Julius Nkonazi. And I think the can of worms is really opened now, and now every and anything that can come out is coming out. So I won't be surprised if we will be more and more shocked to see the complete corruption, how big it is, the organized crime and the racketeering in our, well, let's say in our government and especially in our authorities.
And when it comes to Sergeant Faninkosi, I mean, his name keeps on coming up in the commission, and now we also know it came up today, and also seeing the kind of relationship he then had with Umashi Dlamini. What should we make of this?
Well, we've always said that, you know, organized crime and racketeering can only work when there's authorities involved, and if it has muscle, money, politicians, municipality leaders, and people from the public, and very important, soldiers, like low-ranking police officers. So Fani said that he's innocent. He was actually, he threw his toys out of the cot that day. And, you know, the best way, I've always said to these guys, all these generals, all these that are mentioned, if you say you are innocent, prove it. Give you, number one, say to the commission, you'll give you a full cooperation, you'll give statements, you'll answer all the questions, you won't have any problem, you'll show the necessary respect, no body language, and afterwards, I am prepared to go for a forensic polygraph and vetting and evaluation. Here's my banking details, do a lifestyle audit on me, here's my cell phone, here's all my digital and electronic devices, here's everything. That's the first thing I would do. If somebody out there says I'm a super criminal, I would say, here's everything. I won't throw a tantrum. I'll just present everything there is in order to prove my innocence. Have we seen that from anybody here?
Let's also come to the issues around the taxi industry in the country and the links therein when it comes to, you know, this possible corruption that we are seeing. What do you make of the links of the taxi industry and what we now know, considering what has come out from the Madlanga Commission?
Well, they're the muscle. They're the go-to guys when somebody must be taken out or intimidated. It's a well-known underworld factor. The irony, once again, is everything that we hear now, we have been knowing, all of us, for quite a long time. But, you know, it won't work if we keep out sending projects, because we've been warning about this since the Jackie Salebi debacle with Agliotti, etc. But it took a general to stand up, because he is in the police, and he said standing up with facts has caused all of this. And this is the wonderful thing that we presently see, is that because of him, we are seeing a huge impact on who is all involved, including the taxi industry and and also including people like Fani, because Fani is a dangerous policeman. And, you know, it's become the narrative and the want for policemen to sometimes get involved in corruption because it pays, and it pays very well.
We've also seen the Madlanga Commission, looking at the issues in the Tshwane Metro as well as in the Ekurhuleni Metro. And when it comes to the scope in terms of the investigations taking place in other metro municipalities, do you think that the scope of the commission can also stretch possibly to other metros in the country?
Not think, it should. I say it again, the Madlanga Commission can never stop. The president must now, and I hope he listens to every time I speak, because we're on the radio and on SABC a lot, and we say it. The president must make sure it's his responsibility that this country gets rid of organized crime and racketeering amongst the authorities that's supposed to protect and serve. And that includes all municipalities, any infrastructure situation in South Africa, especially the police. And this scope of investigations must be nationwide. In every big city, as a matter of fact, literally in every city that has an extreme crime situation, which is most of them, there should be a Madlanga Commission, there should be a hearing, so that the people can bring in the wheelbarrows full their information. They do trust the commission now. We can clearly see it. We get calls of so many with information, and we give them advice what to do with the information, and we are assisting all the way. You can never close the door for the public, for businessmen, and especially whistleblowers and informants that wants to now assist the authorities. This is also something that haven't been happening for years, is informants, whistleblowers, people coming forward. Because 90% of our public and all of us actually just want peace and quiet. We want to live without burglar bars. We don't want to walk around in positive paranoia, scared to leave home, scared to go back home, concerned about anything and everything, from our health to our children and families and money.
All right, Mr. Bolhuis, thank you so much for your analysis. That's Michael Bolhuis, crime expert and a private investigator there, weighing in when it comes to the Madlanga Commission, just giving us his insight, particularly when it comes to issues around metro municipalities.